What is up, back here with another YouTube video, and in case you cannot tell by the title below, this video will be a video where I share my storytime experience meeting Candice LaRae. Would love to know what your thoughts, opinions on her are, and arguably, maybe, I don't know, more importantly than doing that, would love to know if you have met Candice LaRae, what your experience was like, and if you have not met Candice LaRae, again, would love to know what, if you would or would not want to and why. Down in the comments below, I was able to meet her twice, once back in February of 2018, and the second was not September, August of 2019. So yeah, let's get going with the first time I met her and the only autograph I have of hers in my collection. So this is what I got signed by Candice LaRae, Johnny Gargano's first shirt, because she at that time did not have either any shirts or none for sale. She signed it right there. So that was what I got signed. I know it's Johnny Gargano's first t-shirt and not hers, but like I said, she either did not have any t-shirts in WWE, or they were not for sale. Plus, I didn't have a silver white Sharpie for her to sign it with. But either way, it was the fourth of four shows that WWE NXT was doing in Southern Ontario, and it was at, to me, it will always be the Barry Molson Center. Technically, I think it's Saddle Arena, but either way, in Barrie, Ontario, February 25, 2018. And one of the last quote-unquote big things on my bucket list at that time was sitting front row at that venue, because it's one, the local arena that WWE would go to, and two, it was the same venue where I seen WWE in person for the first time, and all of that fun stuff. Was able to do it with NXT, which is super cool, and all of that fun stuff. But either way, I was reading results for the previous three shows in, I think it was St. Catharines, maybe Peterborough, I don't know for sure about that, and like Mississauga or something like that. And every single one after the show, Johnny Gargano and Candice LaRae took photos, signed autographs for everybody ringside, whether that's one person or a few thousand people kind of deal. They did that, and I'm like, okay, I'm front row, I want to meet both of them. T-shirt was to me the best idea, because again, they didn't have any Candice LaRae merch for her to sign. Yeah, I could have bought a poster and whatnot, which I think I might have, maybe, I don't know, but either way, got her to sign it. But either way, it was her and Gargano versus Andrade and Zelina Vega in the main event. Gargano and LaRae won, and Gargano said something along the lines of, hey, if you would want a photo with either one of us, come ringside and we'll sign it for ya, kind of deal, which is definitely, I mean this in a good way, definitely a Gargano and LaRae thing, or at least for sure Gargano thing to do, just based off of interviews I've heard and just statements he's said since, kind of deal. And they did, I think, I'm pretty sure, just based off my memory, Candice LaRae kind of got, they both exit the ring opposite sides, kind of deal, and LaRae was the one closer to where I was sitting. So I got her to sign, or actually I got a photo with her first, and then she took a photo with the person next to me, and I'm like, hey, do you mind signing this? Again, you don't have to if you don't want to, and she's like, yeah, sure, and she's like, can you pull it out a little bit more, and whatnot, and put something below it, and I'm like, okay, my hand is my palm, which again, not the biggest, but it's right here, so she signed it pretty much, not the entire thing of my hand, but pretty close to it, kind of deal, but probably bigger now that I'm looking at it. And I told her, thank you for signing this and thank you for taking your time out of your day to do this, because both of them could have just said a nice little speech and head to the back and head home, because again, it's the fourth of 4 shows. And they're like, or she was like, no, I love doing stuff like this because you guys help me get here or help us get here. And I'm like, yeah, that's definitely a very humble way to look at it. But yeah, that was the first time that I met Candice. And that experience, granted, the photo wasn't the best, but still, it's still one that I like, if that makes sense. But yeah, that was the first time. On to the second of 2 times I met Candice LaRae. So the second time that I had met Candice LaRae was back after SummerSlam 2019, so August 11th of that year in Toronto, Ontario. And little bit of a backstory. I went with some family. First night, like that Saturday night, we got an Airbnb. Sunday night, we got Hotwire, or a hotel through Hotwire, which just so happened to be the hotel where wrestlers were staying at. And after the show, I was talking to a couple of people. We seen that Candice LaRae, out of the corner of someone's eye, I think it might be mine, but either way, Candice LaRae and Johnny Gargano walking in, and we all kind of slowly but surely walked over to them, wondering if they could take time out of their day to take a photo with us. I don't think anybody got an autograph. I could be wrong about that, but not to my memory. And they were nice enough to say, yeah, I think I met Gargano no, I think I actually met Candice LaRae first, because the other people wanted Gargano, and I'm like, hey, Candice LaRae's right there. So asked her for a selfie. She said, yeah, took it, and I told her that I met her like a year and a half prior at a NXT house show, and she was pretty nice. And she's like, oh, thank you. I like meeting fans after shows, or like, like that kind of stuff. And she, based off that little interaction, I don't know for sure if I shook hands with her. I might have got like a fist bump or something like that, but didn't get any autographs because, again, I wasn't expecting them to be there, because again, like, they were wrestling Saturday night. Johnny at least had an autograph signing Sunday morning, so I figured that they would fly out sometime Sunday afternoon, evening kind of deal. But no, I was wrong, and whatnot. But yeah, pleasant person to meet from my experience at least. And like I said earlier, would love to know if you met her or Johnny. Let me know down in the comments below what your experience was like. If you have not, would you want to meet Candice LaRae? Why not? Would love to, again, know down in the comments below. While you are down there, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, turn on post notification. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it would mean a lot to myself if you did. More importantly, hope you guys are doing okay mentally, emotionally, and physically.
The world that we tend to make up is nothing but a fantasy until you wake up. I feel like I'm just lying to myself, yeah. Cause I just crossed the line like I'm playing offside. Do it how I want and I'ma do it till I die. Feel like I'm just lying to myself, but it's